Pillars of Faith, Part 5. There are 5 movements to the love of God. The first 2 movements of love are automatic. It's unusual to say that something can be automatic with faith, but it really is. The other 3 movements we're free to refuse and block them. To block one of these movements of the love of God will hurt us, then we eventually will hurt others. The 5 movements of the love of God are: 1. God loves us. We know it for a fact and we accept that God loves us. 2. We receive God's love. Everyone agrees, even unconsciously, that God loves us, and it is also true that we receive His love. The next 3 movements, we are free to refuse, to block them, or to accept love. 3. To welcome love. Let's accept and welcome God's love and let it totally and continuously expand throughout our inner being. Sometimes it's hard to let ourselves be loved. Let's accept to be loved by God. Blocking the Lord's love will hurt us and it will hurt others. Let's be loved by the Trinity. Just to think about it, it soothes and comforts us. Let's meditate on this as often as possible, every second, to let ourselves be loved. Each time, God will achieve His will in us. When we live truly by receiving everything from God, that every second He is allowed to pass and visit our life, each time there is a transformation, an increase of faith that takes place. When we get close to a heat source, we feel the heat and it goes through our body. With God, as soon as we come near Him, as soon as we allow Him to love us, our whole being receives the benefits, our heart marvels. It's very simple. We only need to think about it. 4. God passes through us. May God's love pass from our heart onto the heart of others. We were created to let our hearts be pierced so that the love of God may pass through us and join the hearts, bodies, soul, and spirit of people around us and to whom we think about in spirit. Like Jesus on the cross, may our hearts be pierced by love. Let Him open it for His love to pass and touch the hearts of other people. Blocking the love of God that flows in us but wants to pass through us hurts us and hurts others. God passes in us, but if we aren't aware of it, we will prevent ourselves from seeing Him touch our heart from within and the hearts of others, and not notice what He can and will accomplish. We need to watch God go through us and through other men and women. By observing Him with them, we discover methods to let ourselves be evangelized, just like Jesus in the womb met up with others like Mary, her cousin Elizabeth, and that we accept to let Him evangelize them. When we accept and let God go through us to other people, He cleans us, cleanses us, purifies us, sanctifies us. The rays and waves of love are meant to be spread around. When we accept that love plunges in us and that it passes through our heart to touch people, the downfall of graces and of the love of God cleanses us, purifies us, sanctifies us, which means makes us holy, as the water springs out of the heart of Jesus on the cross. 5. From the hearts of others. Other people must also open their hearts so that we may receive from their being, from their heart, the love of the Trinity. If their hearts are not open, if they block the love of God, they hurt themselves. We can reveal to them what God has placed in them. One can say to them, for example, I love what I see of peace, of joy that's in you, and it is from the Lord.